Welcome back to Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie here, and we're going to be talking about something that you may not have ever heard of that sounds like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we love talking about great things that are happening in our community, and especially when you can kind of mix different cultures and ideas and put them together for something truly amazing. So we're going to be talking about the Des Moines Gamer Symphony Orchestra. And we have the founder joining us here over on my side. This is Aaron Barker. Thank you so much for being here. And the conductor
right over here
is over on Lou's side, Carl Johnson. Thank you as well for joining us. Okay, Des Moines Gamer Symphony Orchestra. Tell us all about this.
Yeah, so the Des Moines Gamer Symphony Orchestra is a full orchestra that is devoted to exclusively video game music. So
video game music.
So we're starting all the way back in the 80s, good old like 8-bit arcade style music. But then these are all full orchestrations. We have a full orchestra of strings, percussion, brass, and all that that does all of these tunes that you know. But then also the hits from modern games, because now gamers just expect for there to be really awesome music.
Now, where did you come up with the idea to do this?
Yeah, so I was a part of 2 ensembles when I lived out in Maryland. I'm from here originally, but I lived in Maryland for 5 years. And I was a part of the University of Maryland Gamer Symphony Orchestra and the Washington Metropolitan Gamer Symphony Orchestra. Both of them are around 100 instrumentalists and vocalists. And they perform full orchestrations of all these amazing video game songs. So
really,
what video game started the whole craze of the orchestra being played?
Well, one particular example that I could think of that really sticks in my mind is a game called Final Fantasy VII, where there was the final song of the game was a mix of full orchestration and this massive choir singing Latin, and like people hadn't heard something like that before, and it's just amazing. And people are like, oh, that's really cool. And now people are like, no, we need to orchestrate all of this music. Like, people want there to be really amazing music.
So it exists. That music is out there.
Yeah. It's in games now. Like, that's the modern games have full orchestrations, and it's just fantastic.
That's unbelievable. I would think it'd be fun to kind of listen to, what it sounded like when you were playing, Pong, to now what is completely full orchestrations. Okay, so when and where is this happening?
So the first concert that we're doing is on Sunday, June 9th, this Sunday.
Okay.
At 2 p.m. at Plymouth Congregational Church. And this concert is done in partnership with the Des Moines Community Orchestra. I spoke with Carl about this project, and he said this sounds really exciting, and I just knew I had to dive on it. So,
now, when you had to explain to everybody in your orchestra what you were going to do, what was the feedback?
Well, I wasn't sure what we were doing, so and I appreciated what Aaron was trying to do. I thought this is interesting because I really didn't know the music myself. And when I approached the orchestra about it, they knew it. A lot of them knew it better than I did, of course. And, oh yeah, we'd be willing to do that. So the whole goal of using the community orchestra was to provide a seed group, to provide some sort of basic orchestra, and then Aaron's invited other people to participate. Hopefully those people will carry it forward, because we just can't do that.
So did you have gamers that were part of your orchestra?
Oh sure, there are people. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't recognize any of the music that you were going to be playing?
Not me, but I loved it.
How did you get the music initially?
There are websites on YouTube video of the music along with the score is flipping pages, and you can sort of see it as you're hearing it, so I didn't have to get one or the other and guess. And so that helped a lot. So there was a site, and Aaron put me onto it with a whole bunch of different ones, and I chose 10 that I thought would work really well with our orchestra, and we've sort of gone with that, and they represented a large range of things. But the music appealed to me because it's very symphonic, and it's very much like you might think of film music being. If you heard it and you didn't know what it was from, you'd say, oh, what movie is that from?
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's that powerful, huh?
Absolutely.
This has to be opening, using classical instruments and classical sounds to a whole new audience. When you mention gamer music, it's like, oh, that intrigues you. You're not going to go listen to the classics, so to speak. You're listening to something new, but in a whole new way.
Some of the music that I'm pretty sure is used in the videos is done electronically.
Oh, so all the electronic
so it's been orchestrated. The versions we're doing, I think probably at least some of those had to have been done strictly electronically in the original games themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But this person has taken those and arranged them, and they're out there for anybody to use. You can go to these websites and download all the files for all the instruments and the scores and so on. There's no copyright issues apparently, and so that saved us a bunch.
I was going to say,
the money's just the cost of printing them.
It makes it very doable
Absolutely.
to put something
Anybody
like this.
can go and put it together.
And when you say gamer, that can have a whole different meaning today. But I think all of us at some point had
Played
a controller in
video
our
games,
hand, and you're playing that game over and over and over again. So that music gets inundated in your brain.
head.
You're right.
Yeah.
So if I hear someone on a piano go da 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 da, I'm like, oh, I know. You have
Exactly.
a connection to a moment of maybe childhood or something like that. I know it's different today because it's just gone into a whole nother realm. But there's a connection there.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's just so cool about it. Is it really does connect people across the globe. Like people across the globe know this music, and they, when the Mario theme plays, people are like, oh, I remember that. And people, again, whether they're in Japan or the United States, they know it, and it's fantastic, and it really unites gamers everywhere, and it's really great music. So I'm really glad that we can have this concert to celebrate it and really say, no, like this is real music. Like this is a genre that is worthy of your attention.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, so many hours, and Jackie's right, you spent with a controller doing this, and then the music is playing in the background, and you're concentrating on the game, but that music is still there.
And there's clearly an interest in this now with films that are coming out. And we're doing music from Pokemon, and there's that movie. We're doing music from Sonic the Hedgehog, and there's a Sonic movie coming out this summer, I think. And so there's more and more of that. And there's already been a Mario movie.
Several,
many. So the popularity is there, so why not dig on in? Okay, so we appreciate you bringing this to our community. Again, remind everybody when they can hear the show.
So it is this Sunday, June 9th at 2 p.m. at Plymouth Congregational Church.
Oh my goodness. And are we going to have more going forward?
That's the hope. Yeah, this is the idea, is to kind of ignite the passion here and to do many more concerts.
Okay, maybe after people see this, they want you to continue to do more, and they probably want to get a hold of you. Say, hey, why don't you do this game? Why don't you try this game? How do they get a hold of you?
So you can go on our website. First thing is dsmgso.org. Go on the website there. The contact information's there. Also, you can email me at desmoinesgso@gmail.com, and I'd love to hear from people what they thought of the concert and suggestions, and sign up to be on our email list.
I love it. And
that's a lot of fun.
And the concert that's coming up this weekend, absolutely free.
Yes, free.
Come on in and just enjoy. Oh, I love it. Thank you.
Church.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much for joining us. Great concept. I love this idea.
That's fun. I'm just smiling thinking about it. I can hear the games.
Come to the concert.
I can hear the game in the back of my head right now too. It's